That's 95 cents.
Here's $1. Keep the change.
Like the ladies' restroom in the Oriental Theater.
You're not scared, are you, Nora?
Of course not. And don't you be, child. Nora's here to look after you. Saints alive!
You want?
Is this... Could this be the residence of Miss Mame Dennis?
Mame Dennis? Oh, yes.
I'm Nora Muldoon, and I'm bringing young Mr. Dennis to his aunt.
Oh, you come in. You wait. I fetch. Madam having affair now.
Isn't he wonderful?
Mi sembra che è la fine del mondo.
Help is on the way, darlings. Henri, ça va? That adorable little bootlegger is on his way over here with another gallon of gin. Oh, Alan, darling, I'm so glad to see Edna. I called you yesterday. Where are you?
Hello, May.
Hello, darling. I'll be with you in just a minute. Vladimir, what on earth are you doing here?
Drinking myself to death, of course, and besides, I'm your guest of honor.
Oh, of course, and it couldn't happen to a nicer fellow. Oh, you must hear his new symphony, The Pastoral. It has real airplane motors and live sheep on the stage. It's devastating, simply devastating. Oh, you've met our guest of honor, Vladimir Klinkoff, Mrs.
Klinkoff.
Yes, of course, then you've met. Oh, Perry! Doris. Now, where are you off to?
Everyone's going to Clifton's. It's nearly 7. Aren't you?
I'll be there in just a minute. Give Clifton my love. Tell him to wait for me. I'll be right up. Oh, dear. Oh, the Employment Bureau didn't tell me you were bringing a child with you. Well, no matter. He looks like a nice little boy, and if he misbehaves, we can always toss him in the river.
I'll give you my life savings, Mum, if you let us escape from this den of criminals.
Dr. Footmonger, just in time. You better get this woman on your couch in a hurry.
I'm not that kind of a woman, Mum. All I'm looking for is a Miss Mame Dennis.
Ito!
Yes, Missy.
Oh, Ito, show this woman to the kitchen and get her started on the glasses.
Oh, Missy Dennis, this not dishwashing, lady.
Oh, then I must have invited you. Oh, won't you have a drink?
I'm Nora Muldoon. Didn't you get my telegram from Chicago saying we'd arrive at 6 o'clock today?
Nora Muldoon? Oh, no, that's not possible. No, your telegram said October 1st. That's tomorrow. This is September 31st.
No, Mum, 'tis the first. Curse the evil day.
Everybody knows 30 days has September, April, June, and... Oh, but, darling, I'm your Auntie Mame. Oh, quiet, everybody. I have an important announcement to make. This is my little boy. Oh, no, he's not really my little boy. He's my late brother's son from Chicago. My only living relative. That's all we have. Just each other, my little love. Well, now, what am I going to call you, dear?
Patrick Dennis.
Oh, I know the Dennis part, darling. And from now on, you must call me Auntie Mame. Well, now. Would you like a No. Is it your bedtime, dear? No, it can't be. No, the powder room. You'd like to use the powder room. No, food. That's it. You must be famished. Now, you come right along with me. Oh, take your shoes off, darling. It's like removing your hat in America. Before the sukiyaki, a little hors d'oeuvre.
Could I try some of that jam?
Jam?
That blackberry jam.
Oh, of course, darling. Actually, it's sort of a fishberry jam. It's called caviar. Oh. Now, some pickled octopus, raw fish tails.
It's salty, kind of, but I like it.
Good, darling. You have wonderful taste. Vera, this is my little boy. Patrick, I want you to meet a star. One of the great ladies of the theater, and Auntie Mame's dearest friend, Vera Charles.
Hello.
How do you do?
She just loves little boys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's he?
Oh, that's a Lithuanian bishop, darling. Doesn't speak a word of English. Stimulating man. Oh, Your Grace. Oh, he's such a darling and so worldly for a man of God.
And so everything in the universe is composed of the elements of Aristotle. Thus man himself is fire, dust, and air mingled with water.
Acacius, darling, this is my little nephew, Patrick. This is Mr. Page, dear.
Notis auton.
That means know thyself. Mr. Page is a great educator, and he runs a school down in the village where they do all sorts of advanced things. Oh, Acacius, do you think you might find room for Patrick?
For him, yes.
Ah.
In this boy, I see already the fire, dust, and air.
Well, we'll just add water and stir. Well, do you think you might want to go there, darling?
Do they wear uniforms in your school?
In my school, young man, we wear nothing.
Oh, it's heaven. It'll stimulate his psyche and stir up his libido.
What's libido,
Oh,
Auntie
it's
Mame?
perfectly simple, darling. Libido is, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Every time you hear a word you don't understand, dear, you take this pad and pencil and write it down. Later on, Auntie Mame will explain it to you.
I'm off, Mame.
Lindsay, this is Patrick. Patrick, I want you to meet Lindsay Woolsey, the publisher, Nautilus Books.
Hello.
Hello, young man.
Circulate, darling, circulate.
Well, Mame, new man in your life, eh? Little Patrick. Guess I won't be seeing much of you.
Oh, nonsense, Lindsay. We'll be going to the zoo, the aquarium, the Philharmonic. We'll be together constantly, the three of us.
That's exactly what I had in mind.
Well, good night, Mame,
Good night.
and thanks.
Oh, watch it, Phyllis.
Boy, it's been some party.
Good night. It was so
Bye,
good of you
then.
to
See you
come. Oh,
later.
you played beautifully. I can't thank you enough. Goodbye, Mrs. Yes.
Спасибо, Мим. Очень веселая партия.
Of course, of course. Ah, there you are, my little love. Well, now you come right over here with your Auntie Mame and sit down for 1 minute, and we'll really get to know each other. Well, now, read me all the words you don't understand.
Libido, inferiority complex, stinko, blotto, free love, bathtub gin, monkey glands, Karl Marx. Is it one of the Marx brothers?
Oh, no, dear, no.
Sheila's pretty good tonight, Missy. Marie Antoinette room again?
Yes, perhaps she'll wake up without a head tomorrow. Oh, Anito, get that dog of a dress off her.
Me tucker in.
Is the English lady sick, Auntie Mame?
Oh, she's not English, darling. She's from Pittsburgh.
She sounded English.
Well, when you're from Pittsburgh, you have to do something. Now, where were we?
Narcissistic, lysistrata, cubism, squift, neurotic, heterosexual.
Oh, my, what an eager little mind. You won't need some of these words for months and months. But your vocabulary does need working on. Didn't your father ever talk to you?
Hardly ever. I only saw him at breakfast time.
Well, what did he say then?
He usually said, "Pipe down, kid, the old man's hung."
That's succinct. What did you do in Chicago for fun?
Well, Nora took me to the movies every Saturday afternoon, and I played parcheesi with the doorman once in a while until he got fired.
Oh, dear, didn't they ever do anything cultural for you in Chicago? Well, never mind. Your Auntie Mame is going to open doors for you, Patrick. Doors you never even dreamed existed. Oh, what times we're going to have. Now, what on earth did I do with that will? Now, it's here someplace. Ah, here we are. Well, now, get mahjong lesson, hair done, fitting. That can't be it. Oh, yes, it is it. Oh, dear, this is a legal-looking document. There's a lot of falderal here about the Knickerbocker Bank and some Mr. Babcock who's been appointed your trustee. Oh, I see what that means. I have the responsibility and your trustee has the authority.
Nora took me to a movie once about a trustee. There was a big prison break, and the trustee saved the warden's little daughter.
This isn't the kind of trustee that lives in prison, dear, as a rule. Mr. Babcock, well, we'll tackle him in our own good time. And now, Patrick, is your Auntie Mame anything like you expected?
No, ma'am. No. The only picture I ever saw of you was with a shawl and a rose in your teeth. Like a Spanish lady. It's in my suitcase that's coming.
But didn't your father ever say anything to you? Tell you anything about me before he died?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, and what was it? Oh, come now, my little love. You must always be perfectly frank with your Auntie Mame.
Well, my father said, since you're my only living relative, I might be living with you someday. And...
Well?
But that to be left in your hands was a fate he wouldn't wish on a dog.
That...
What's that, Auntie Mame?
That is a B, darling. The first letter of a 7-letter word that means your late father. Come, child. I'll show you to your room. It's a cozy little nook, darling, and my loom is by the window. Do you like to weave, dear?
Huh?
You can sit at it by the hour. I have instruction from a descendant of Pocahontas. I began with an enormous rug. It's that bell pull by the fireplace. Your own little den. Oh, how stupid of me. I gave up weaving for sculpture. Well, that is, a sculptor friend of Auntie Mame's used this room for about 6 months. A divine man, such talented fingers, but what he did to my bust. Oh, that's the head, you know. I guess it's not quite ready yet. I know, the Marie Antoinette room. Oh, no, Vera's in there. You better camp out with me for tonight, dear. Oh, shall we try this out for size? Perfect. Shall
I'll
we?
do it.
Oh, sheets. Now, where were the sheets?
What time will you be home from that party?
What makes you think I'm going to any party?
Just as I was getting used to all them dragons. What is it?
Don't ask me. I didn't paint it. I just hung it up. Can I get in her bedroom now?
At 2 o'clock, you'll be lucky to get in there by 5. She's still sleeping.
Well, I'll get started in the other bedroom.
Can't go in there either.
Why not? She ain't sleeping in 2 bedrooms, is she?
Oh, no. It's the First Lady of the American Theater out cold in the guest room.
Again? What does she do? Live here?
Miss Charles don't live here. She drinks here and does her passing out here. It's a wonder to me the blood hasn't turned to vinegar. 2 weeks I've been here, and they've had 13 cocktail parties.
Only 13 in 2 weeks.
They had to call one off. The bootlegger couldn't come that day.
Auntie Mame! Auntie Mame! Auntie Mame!
What is it? What happened?
I've got something to show you. Look!
Ah! Bats! Oh.
I built it myself. See, it's got a rubber band motor, and I whittled the body out of balsa wood.
Please, darling, your Auntie Mame's hung.
Oh. Oh, sure, Auntie Mame. Sure.
Oh, Patrick, come back. You know, I really am interested in all your projects. Child, how can you see with all that light? Ah, now that's better. Now be an angel and run along, Tito, and tell him to bring me a very light breakfast. Black coffee and a sidecar. Oh, and a cold towel for your Auntie Vera.
Is she in the guest room again?
Since Sunday, dear. Run along, darling. Oh, first come and give your Auntie Mame a good morning kiss. Oh, gently, darling, gently. That was lovely. Oh, you know, I really am fascinated by aviation. I never knew before they did it all with rubber bands.
Hello? Miss Dennis? Yes, she's here. Who's calling, please? Hold the wire. It's Mr. Babcock from the Knickerbocker Bank.
Oh, I've been dodging him for days. Well, hello, Mr. Babcock. Well, how nice to hear your voice at long last. Well, I, too, am looking forward with anticipation to meeting you. Oh, the little lad is fine, just fine. He, too, cannot wait to meet you. Hurry, my tray, darling. Auntie needs fuel. Oh, do drop over any time, Mr. Babcock. In how many minutes? Well, yes, yes, 57th Street is right in my neck of the woods. Spitting distance? How vivid. Yes, we'll come right along, then you can join me for tea. That's right, number 3 Beekman Place, right away. Vera! Vera! Vera. Vera. Vera, I am about to be attacked by the Knickerbocker Bank.
Oh, that's lovely.
Vera!
Oh, why that Oriental Sandman let me sleep in my best Chanel?
He tried to get it off you, but you bit him. Patrick's trustee, some hideous man from the Knickerbocker Bank, is about to descend upon me like a vulture and rob me of my child.
He's coming here in the middle of the night. Oh, that moon's bright.
Vera, will you stop being silly? Don't you realize I have got to make the right impression? You have no idea how conservative the Knickerbocker Bank is. It's so conservative they don't pay any interest at all.
All right, now let's get organized. What time is it? And what day is it? Oh, blessed Mother of Maud Adams, I was due at the Theatre Guild an hour ago.
Vera, you cannot desert me in my predicament. Look at my face. What on earth am I going to wear?
Oh, how can I face the Theatre Guild?
Now, will this make me look like a Scarsdale matron?
Have you ever been to Scarsdale?
Good afternoon, Vera.
Yes, dear.
No, dear.
Do the Lillian Gish routine, you know. Simple dress, Madonna-like hairdo.
Madonna-like hairdo. Oh, that's it. That's it. A switch, a switch.
You got one?
Dozens.
Mame, don't you ever throw anything away?
Who knows when I may go back to one of these colors.
Well, if you kept your hair natural the way I do, you would...
kept my hair natural the way you do, I'd be bald. Pick out the one nearest to mine.
Let's try this. Yeah, and you need a dress like the one I wore as lady as... Oh, hey, that's stunning.
Oh, isn't it? That's my new Maggie roof. I haven't had it on yet. Oh, I'll be damned if I'll put $500 on my back for that awful man. A suit, that'll do it. Now, darling, here, hold the switch so I can braid it till it looks like a halo.
I've got to get over to the guild.
There, I can't let him see you looking the way you do. He'll think I run a house for wanton women.
Ah, you relax. If it makes you feel any better, I'll wear your mink.
Over my dead body.
I must say, this Maggie roof is heaven. You know, green suits me. Yeah, I think I'll phone up Maggie.
Oh, Vera, come and put this on my head. Hurry, it doesn't matter how it looks.
Yes, but I've got to get out of here.
Don't you dare leave me. You go back to bed.
Oh, it's just like you. You couldn't care less about my career, but
not
let me...
already. Nora, Ito, answer the door.
I've got to get out before he gets in.
I can't leave him standing down there like a full of brushman in the doorway.
It's the third time I've been all over your
Why
face.
can't you be my friend for just 5 minutes?
Your
That's
friend,
all I
for
want for the
heaven's
poor
sake, I've been a friend of
child.
yours all your...
Darling. Oh, darling, go downstairs and make Mr. Babcock feel right at home, just like Auntie May was taught
Yeah,
to.
but the Theatre Guild.
Vera, get out of my way. What am I going to do with this damn stinking halo? You want?
I'm Mr. Babcock. Miss Dennis is expecting me.
Oh, you come in.
Thank you.
I take coat.
Thank you, thank you.
You sit.
Thank you.
Mr. Babcock,
That's right, Sonny.
we've been expecting you. My name is Patrick Dennis.
Fine, fine.
Please sit down, Mr. Babcock.
Fine, fine. Hey.
Auntie Mame will be right down. She's having a little trouble with her halo. She'll be right down.
Well, you look like a bully little chap. Yes, sir, a bully little chap.
You look very bully too, Mr. Babcock.
Yes.
Would you care for a martini, Mr. Babcock?
Well,
Dry or extra dry?
what?
Sit down, please, Mr. Babcock. I'll make 'em like I do for Mr. Wolcott. Stir, never shake. Bruises the gin. Would you care for an olive? Auntie Mame says olives take up too much room in such a little glass.
Why, Mr. Babcock, what an honor it is to have you in our little home. Though I wonder if it does make the best first impression on a sensitive young mind to see you drinking during business hours.
But he...
Oh, no, don't you worry. I won't breathe a word to the Knickerbocker Bank.
Now, just 1 minute. Where did this boy learn to mix it?
Mr. Babcock, knowledge is power.
That, Miss Dennis, is exactly what I'm here for. To discuss this youngster's education, his proper education.
Nuts.
No, thank you.
Won't you sit down, Mr. Babcock?
This little fellow won't have to worry about his future. All of his money is in good, steady bonds. But I'm sure you'll agree that it's high time, thank you, that he be enrolled in an institution of learning.
Oh, I'm already enrolled.
Oh, let Mr. Babcock talk, dear.
Ah, well, now, I've gone to some pains to gather information on a number of the better boys' schools in town.
Personally, I prefer coeducational schools.
What do you mean?
Coeducational means when boys and girls go to school together.
I know. First on my list is the Bixby School, which is known to be splendid.
Have you considered a school down in the village run by an Acacius Page? It follows ancient Greek principles, and yet it's wonderfully
Your
progressive.
late brother's will was most specific. Conservative schooling, he said. Of course, there's always my alma mater, St. Boniface in Massachusetts.
Oh, no, that's too far away. No.
Ah. Well, then I think you'd better settle on the Browning School. It is known to be eminently conservative, and this gives the boys basic...
That's enough candy, dear.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, not you, Mr. Babcock. You can have all you want.
Ah.
Now, have you thought of the Dillman School? That's right up here on East 89.
No, that's a little too experimental. You want to keep the riffraff out of the boy's life? The school we must choose must be exclusive and restricted.
Exclusively what? And restricted to whom?
Well, we must spare the boy certain influences from the wrong side of the track, shall we say?
Mr. Babbitt.
Babcock.
Yes. It was very good of you to come.
But what school is it going to be?
You name the school of your choice, and Patrick and I will know exactly what to do.
But I'd say Bixby.
Then bully for Bixby.
Then I'll make out a check to the Bixby School. You'll take the boy down and register him.
Whatever you say.
Well, I say I'm very happy to have met you. After the reports I'd heard, I was prejudiced, and not in your favor. But I find you a woman with a very powerful charm.
And you're a man with a very powerful bank.
Floor all scrub, Fraulein Dennis. Clean just like old country. I go now, get lamb chops, bottled milk for boy.
Pick up my coat.
Bye, Auntie Vera.
Bye, kid.
now. Don't drop anything, Lindsay. Oh, what a marvelous October day. October's bright blue weather.
All we've seen is the inside of department stores. Haven't even had a chance to call my office.
Oh, stop complaining, Lindsay.
Mame, when are we going to have some time to ourselves?
Time. Oh, Lindsay, don't you realize I've had
Thank
to make
you.
up... Oh, thank you. For Patrick's 10 neglected years in a matter of months, Dr. Spock says it's an impossibility.
Does Dr. Spock also happen to mention that a child needs a father? You know, there are a lot of women in this town who think I'm reasonably attractive.
Oh, now, you're not going to start that again. Besides, how can I be a wife? I'm too busy being a mother. One moment. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, my hat! Oh, thank you. Well, thank you.
Oh, I do hope that Patrick likes the chemistry set and the books, the atlas, the Kipling.
Mame, I don't like this latest fad of yours.
Fad? Patrick?
Yes, I've seen you through yogi, soap sculpture, modern dance, and nature foods. And I've seen you take each one up as if nothing else existed. And then I've seen you drop them all.
You mean to say you think Patrick is just a temporary enthusiasm?
It's called molding a new little life.
Don't be ridiculous. You've been in some sort of mood all
There
day
you
long.
are, you deceitful, irresponsible bohemian.
Why, Mr. Babcock, whatever do you mean?
You're no more fit to raise a child than Jezebel.
My little love, something's happened to
Your
him.
little love. Come here, you little heathen.
Patrick, what's wrong?
Well, he came over to my school. and
I'll
he
tell you
said-
what's wrong. I dropped by the Bixby School. And what did I find? I find he isn't even registered there. He never has been. So I have been hunting through every low, crackpot school in this town. And I finally found him in the lowest of them all.
Mr. Page is a progressive educator.
There they were, a schoolroom full of them. Boys, girls, teachers, romping around stark naked, bare as the day they were born.
I assure you that the children under Mr. Page's care were engaged in normal, healthful, broadening pursuits.
Broadening? You show them what you were doing when I broke into that place. Go ahead, show them.
We were just playing fish families.
Fish families.
It's a part of constructive play.
Now listen to this.
Show me now, darling, show me.
Well, we do it right after yogurt time. Mrs. Page and all the girls crouch down on the floor under the sun lamps, and they pretend to be lady fishes, depositing their eggs in the sand. Then Mr. Page and all the boys do what gentlemen fish do.
What could be more wholesome or natural?
Natural? Well, it might be natural for a sardine. Can you imagine how I
Mr.
felt?
Babcock, I consider your behavior most undignified.
Undignified? At least I'm wearing a vest.
Making a scene. Causing what might well be a traumatic experience for this child.
Now, look, I know how you can twist things around. So I am getting out of this combination nudist camp opium den before you make me look like the vice president in charge of free love.
Mr. Babcock, not in front of the B.O.Y.
Tomorrow morning, me, personally, am taking this kid off to boarding school. I am placing him in St. Boniface Academy where he will stay. You will only get your depraved hands on him Christmas and summer. And I wish to heaven there was some way I could stop you from doing that.
Auntie Mame, do I have to?
Please, Mr. Babcock, I'll do whatever you say so long as the boy can stay.
Not on your life. He goes, and he goes tomorrow.
Now, let's be reasonable
I am
about
going
this.
to turn this kid into a decent, God-fearing Christian if I have to break every bone in his body.
If you'll only give me another chance, I'll prove to
I
you
wouldn't
exactly...
give you the time of day after the dirty double cross you pulled on me.
But you can't take him from me. He's all I have.
You have him ready at 8 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning. And kid, you'd better be wearing knickers.
But I want to stay with you, Auntie Mame. I don't want to go to that old Saint Phony face.
Hush. Hush, my little love. I'm sure St. Boniface is really very nice. You go upstairs now, dear, and get ready for dinner, and we'll talk about it later. Lindsay. Lindsay, what am I going to do?
Mame, I'm sorry.
Well, I just don't think I can bear it. I just don't.
Mame, I've never seen you cry before.
Mame!
met you, Vera?
Now, what on earth does she want?
Have you talked to your stockbroker?
Yes, I can see you have.
What about a stockbroker?
But don't you know? He's called me half a dozen times trying to locate both of you.
What happened?
Oh, nothing, except nothing's worth anything anymore.
Hello.
Now, don't you worry, Mame. It can't possibly affect people like you and me who have a lot of solid stuff like Bank of the United States.
Missy Dennis, stockbroker want to say hello before he jump out a window.
How bad is it, Arthur? Not Bank of the United States. Atwater Kent, too? Mame. Mame, I'm afraid you're wiped out. We all are.
But everyone said I was such a fool, spending all my money at Tiffany's.
Who gives a darn about money? I've lost my child.
What?
Patrick's trustee is sending him away to school.
Oh, Mame, darling. I know how you must feel.
Do you?
Well, of course I do. I never had a child, but after all, I am an actress. I can imagine.
Vera, there must be something I can do.
I've got it. I've got the perfect solution. It'll solve everything. You're going to work.
Work? What at?
You'll return to the stage, and in my play, Midsummer Madness. Oh, there are dozens of parts to go round. Now, we open Thanksgiving in New Haven. I'll call up Max first thing in the morning.
Vera, do you think I could?
Of course you could, couldn't she, Lindsay?
Well,
And let's face it, darling, you're going to have to work at something. Now, the only chance you've got of getting Patrick back is to show this Babcock that you've settled down into something steady like acting.
Or to earn the money to fight him with. Oh, Vera, you're so right. Oh, about $500 a week to start with, wouldn't you say, Vera?
Mame, it'll only be a bit at the end of the last act.
And there'll be a raise. Oh, I accept. Oh, Vera, your heart is from Tiffany's, too. Why, it'll be just like old times, when you and I were trooping together in Choo Chin Girl. Oh, I can't wait to hear that overture.
Mame, this is a drama, a serious drama.
Oh, they love me. I was in the front row of the chorus, and Vera was behind me.
Behind you?
If
I'd been behind you, I'd have kicked you in the...
Vera, I know exactly what I did, darling. They used to go, I'm a choo-choo girl from Choo Chin Chow, and how...
I'd love to chin and chew with you.
And turn the skies to blue with you.
And turn the skies to blue with you.
That's it.
And 23 skidoo with you.
Chee-chee, choo-choo, chow-chow.
And how, and how, and how.
An appalling situation.
Frightful, my dear.
Where's Miss Dennis? It's nearly time for her entrance.
Keep your shirt on. She's still making up.
He could get into such a position.
Lady Iris, a lousy two-line bet. She's had 2.5 acts to make up. Look, you get her up here quick, and make sure she knows her entrance is from the other side. Go ahead.
Yes, but in all fairness to the boy, I believe she's been leading him on.
After all, she is a princess. He, a commoner.
Oh, dear. Everybody into the solarium. I think I hear them coming now.
But Reginald, to do such a thing, to dash away together like this would be mad. Quite devastatingly mad. Quite devastatingly mad.
Oh, huh? Oh, Lord Dudley, your flattery would turn a young girl's head. Come now, hurry to the ball. If we tarry, we shall be late.
No, Reginald, it would be madness. I belong to one world, you to another. It's better we part now while we cherish this ecstasy we've known. What the hell have you got back there, reindeer? This is goodbye, Reginald. I hear the others coming.
Oh, Oh, Lord Dudley. Oh, no more champagne or I shall forget myself altogether.
I have...
Oh, I must say. You're the funniest man.
I have something to tell you all. I have been unexpectedly called back home. Prince Alex needs me, and my place is by his side. It has all been so lovely this whole summer. But after all, it has only been midsummer madness. Lady Iris, would you be good enough to ring for my wrap?
Certainly, Princess.
And get rid of those damn cowbells.
May I help you, Princess?
Thank you, Lady Iris.
Goodbye, goodbye. I shall always feel a strong attachment to you all.
Let go. I can't. I'm stuck. Let go.
Vera, I'm stuck.
Let go.
It's my bracelet. It's caught here.
Bring down the curtain.
Still a minute. Vera.
Place it. Oh, Abbott.
Vera, I was only trying to...
Ruining my beautiful play with your lousy Smith bell-ringing act.
These are the only bracelets I have in the world, Vera. That's all I've got. You know.
Enough. That's enough. Oh.
Okay, strike the set.
Work like...
Why?
I just wanted to make something out of Lady Iris. I felt I should give her some character.
Stealing society, Biddy!
Oh, Vera.
You destroyed me. There were critics out there. We're ruined. We're all ruined.
But Vera, you
never let me
promised
catch
me
a
that I
sight of
could-
your evil face again. You assassin!
But Vera, well, you see, I felt if I should just make something out, well, there weren't many lines, and I felt that Miss Charles asked me.
I thought you were very good, Auntie Mame. Everybody noticed you.
Oh, my little love. How did you get up to New Haven?
Ito brought me up.
How could Ito drive you up when I've already sold the car?
He didn't drive. We hitchhiked.
Mr. Babcock thinks you're in that horrible school.
It's all right, Auntie Mame. It's Thanksgiving vacation.
Is it?
Can I be your escort? Can I take you back to your hotel?
You can take me all the way back to New York. Patrick. Oh, Patrick. Are you ashamed of your Auntie Mame?
I'm proud of you. Nobody liked the stinky old play at all until you came in. Lady Iris?
Charmed. Lord Dudley. Whitcomb Gutterman, Applewhite, Bibman, and Black. You want to talk to Mr. Gutterman? One moment, sir. I'll connect you. Whitcomb Gutterman, Applewhite, Bibman, and Black. Oh, yes, Mr. Bibman. You'd like to talk to Mr. Applewhite? Yes, sir. He's in. I'll connect you. Whitcomb Gutterman, Applewhite, Bibman, and Black. Oh, yes, long distance. How are you? Mr. Whitcomb, I have your San Francisco call for you. Yes, Mr. Bibman? Oh. Did I connect you with Mr. Gutterman instead of Mr. Applewhite? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bibcombe. Bib. Oh, Mr. Applewhite, what are you doing in that hole with Mr. Gutterman? Yes, Mr. Whitcomb? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'll try to reconnect you again with San Francisco. Oh, let me see. Mr. Bib is in there talking to Mr. Bubberwhite. Where on earth is Mr. Applewhite? Oh, there you are, Mr. Applewhite. Mr. Whitcomb, there's no such place as San Francisco. Please. Mr. Bib. Mr. Whitcomb.
Roller skate lady? Where is the roller skate lady?
That stupid sales clerk sent me 2 left skates. Does Macy think my son has 2 left feet? Is that what you think?
If you'll just be patient, madam. Roller skate lady, where is the roller skate lady?
I don't know how I got over in Tinker Toys.
Clerk, all I want is a pair of those skates.
One moment, please, madam. Oh, Mr. Loomis! Mr. Loomis, will you help me with my sales slip, please? Mr. Loomis! Oh, now, why don't you let me send these things COD? Then you wouldn't have to pay any money at all.
Well, I would, eventually.
Well, of course, but do I worry about it now? Après-moi le déluge, eh? Now, here's your slip. You see, it's so simple. No big, bulky bundles to carry or lose en route, as it were. I just love COD.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Oh, ma'am.
Just one moment, please. Yes. Yes.
I wonder if you could assist me in ordering 24 pair of those fine-looking roller skates.
24 pair. My, what a proud father you must be.
Oh, no, I'm a single gentleman, ma'am. But there's a lot of little tykes at Oglethorpe Orphanage, just outside of Savannah, that'll be very happy to see that package arrive.
That is a nice thing to do. I must say it's the true Christmas.
Now, how much does that come to, little lady?
You want to pay? Cash?
Just Oglethorpe Orphanage, RFD 2, Savannah, Georgia.
Wouldn't you prefer if I sent these skates COD?
Well, I don't believe that the little nippers would think much of their Santa Claus if he was to fill their Christmas stocking with bills for collection on delivery.
You see, I haven't worked here very long, and the only kind of sales slip I know how to make out is COD.
Oh, well, I might be able to be of some assistance here. I've got more than passing familiarity here with financial matters. Well, first thing, you've got to get all your duplicates and triplicates straightened out here. You see, elsewise Mr. Macy wouldn't have any way of knowing what you sold.
That's why they have all that tissue paper.
There we are. There's a nice new order blank now. First name. Beauregard. Jackson. Pickett. Burnside.
That's a lot. You took up all that space. They never make it big enough. I know those go right
Miss
over the
Dennis,
bridge.
may I inquire exactly what is going on here?
Mr. Loomis, the very nice gentleman who's helping with the slip.
Well,
I called you.
This young lady, Miss Dennis, is that your name? She was having a mite of trouble with a sales slip for 24 pairs of those roller skates there. I was just helping her out.
Was there something unusual about the order?
Yes, he wanted to pay cash.
Yes.
Am I to understand that a Macy employee doesn't know how to make a cash sale?
I'm a whiz at CODs, you can tell by the book. Everybody at lunch said to me I had more than anybody.
Miss Dennis, this sales book is a shambles.
Goodbye, everybody, and Merry Christmas.
Well,
listen here, that young lady was doing the very best she knew how. You know, I consider myself entirely responsible for this. The whole thing's an unfortunate misunderstanding.
Don't forget the skates for the little nippers. Get them at Gimbel's.
Gee, I'm not finished decorating yet. You're home early.
Well, they kind of gave me my Christmas vacation a little bit early. But I'm glad, really, because now it fits with your vacation. We won't have to miss even a day together. Oh, Patrick, that's beautiful. A genuine Picasso. His black and blue period.
It's almost a week till Christmas. But open it.
Patrick, where did you get the money?
Mr. Levitt down at the pawn shop gave me a very good price for my hockey stick and microscope.
Patrick.
I was getting kind of tired of microbes.
Now you know you... Oh, my.
They're not quite diamonds.
Oh, darling. That's the most beautiful bracelet I ever owned. Oh.
Wiggle it. See, it doesn't make any noise. I told the man you had to have a quiet one for when you go on the stage again. And when you wear it with your mink coat, you'll make a sensation at Macy's.
Oh, I've already made a sensation at Macy's. And my mink coat is down at Mr. Levitt's with your microscope. Well, now, if we're going to have Christmas, let's have it all the way round. Nora! Ito, come in, please.
Yes, Missy Dennis.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
But it isn't until Tuesday, Mum.
Well, we need it now, so let's go ahead and have it. Nora, Ito, Patrick. Oh, I did want to pay you some of your back salary.
Now,
You understand
not
the
another
first
word
money-
about it, Mum. Now, you know we wouldn't think of leaving you.
No place else get job anyhow.
Oh, it isn't 17 jewels, Ito. But I'm not sure that time is worth all that decoration these days.
Thank you, Missy.
So French smelling, I'll feel as alluring as Theta Barry.
Coley, long pants at last. Can I try them on right now, Auntie Mame? Right
now?
Well, we've got a little present for you too, Mum. Ito and me. I hope you're not going to be angry for what we've done.
Just what is it you have done?
Well, Ito had a bit of money put by, and so did I. For a rainy day, you might say. But we both figured it couldn't get much wetter than it is right now.
We pay grocery and butcher bill. Now, Mr. Schultz, no give nasty look with lamb chop.
You're both so dear to me. I'll pay you back one day. You know I will if ever I can.
You're a loving woman, Mum. Oh, you're odd, but you're loving. And all we wish is that you could find a man as wonderful and as fine a gentleman as you're a fine lady.
Oh, Nora.
Whatever happened to that Mr. Lindsay Woolsey? He was a nice man.
Yes, he was a nice man, but, well, I sent him away. I said no so many times when I had money, I couldn't say yes when I went broke.
Look!
Oh, besides, I have my own fine gentleman, Nora, who gives me diamonds, or almost diamonds. Well. Now, what we need is some music, some Christmas carols.
It's the season to be jolly, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Don't we know our
Patrick, go to her.
Don't cry, Auntie Mame. Please don't cry.
Oh, hell, we don't even have any Kleenex. Well, if that's Santa Claus, tell him we've already had it.
Howdy. Excuse me, but I wonder if... I declare it's a miracle. That's what it is. It's a good old-fashioned Christmas miracle. Ma'am, you've got no idea how happy I am to see you.
Well, I don't know. I'm quite
Do you
that
know
happy
that
to
I've been
see
looking
you.
all over this town for you? And do you realize that there are 97 dentists in the Manhattan directory alone? Well, I was just about to get out my foreign visa and set sail for Brooklyn.
Would you mind telling me why you came here in the first place?
Well, I went back to that counter. I just had to apologize to you, but you was gone. I told them right out that them Macy folks that they was wrong. Why, a woman of your culture and charm and refinement, why, you should have an executive position with a lot of hard hands to wrestle with all them pesky figuring and writing details. Look here, would you excuse me for a minute? I want to skittle out and pay off that nice taxi man so he can get along home to his family.
You mean to say you left a taximeter running in the middle of the Depression?
Well, ma'am, I'm in oil. It just keeps on gushing, and not much I can do about it. Look, I'm all alone here in this fair metropolis of yours, and, well, if you wouldn't consider me too presumptuous, I'd be most honored if you'd let me squire you out to dinner tonight.
No, thank you, no. We're having a Christmas celebration. I can't leave my little family.
Oh, sure. Well, I can understand that. I'm knee-deep in family myself. Got acres and acres of them. You ought to come down Georgia way one day. I'd like to have you meet them all. I think you'd just love Peckerwood.
Peckerwood? Who's Peckerwood?
Oh, no, ma'am. That's the name of my little old plantation. Say, maybe just for tonight, I could be part of your little old family. And you know, we all have dinner together.
No, really, I'm not dressed. I don't
you look fine, man. You don't have to worry none about that. You know, just a little powder on that nose, and you look... just fine. Look here, I'll tell that nice taxi man to wait.
Yeah. Marry him, Mum, the minute he asks you.
Nora, the man was
What's
leaving out the
his
door.
name, Auntie Mame? You don't even know his name.
Of course I do. Family, we are about to break bread with Beauregard, Jackson, Pickett, Burnside. Nora, get your coat. Ito, change your jacket. Darling, now hurry. And you better bring your scarf. It's cold outside. Nora, don't forget to take your apron off.
Ito, hurry! I was just going to give you this wee thing at dinner.
Oh, Nora, you're an angel. Now, wait, there must be one for you, too.
Me never believe in Santa Claus. Me beginning to change mind.
Well, I never did think Santa Claus would have a southern accent.
Merry Christmas from Manny, Moe, and Jack, your credit clothiers.
Now, Merry Christmas to you all, Manny, Moe, and Jack, and a happy little old New Year!
Well, good morning, man.
Where's my snuff box? What son of a no-good hound dog stole my snuff box?
What's right there in your lap, Mother Burnside?
Beauregard, where is she? I don't see any New York filly here. Just the same old loving family group standing around and waiting to be mentioned in my will. Afternoon to you all, vultures.
Now, Miss Burnside, that doesn't include me, does it?
No, Sally Cato, you ain't no vulture. You're just a dead pigeon. I can't see how you let my Beauregard out of your nest. You should have sat on him till you hatched him. Son?
Yes, Mother?
We got our sweet Georgia peaches right there. Don't know why you had to go up to the land of the enemy and bring back a northern limb.
Now, Mother. Let's keep our harmony grits all going in the right direction.
My Auntie Mame, Miss Dennis, I mean, says she'll be here in just a moment.
Well, now, what a lovable, genteel little gentleman. Emery, you and my little brother gonna get along like a pair of coats in a pasture, I can just tell. Emery.
Your sister's nice.
Nice? You're plumb crazy. She's the meanest damn film in the entire South.
Mame? Mame, darling, where are you? We're all waiting on you.
Oh, I'm coming, Bo Sugar.
Here we are, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just busting to meet your sweet little old mother.